A fantastic evening right here in Arua City. Today is the 5th of September 2025. It's this Sports Desk program with me, Eddie Mahaz, right there in the studios with Ray. Ray, you're most welcome to the studios of Sunrise TV.
Thank you, Eddie Mahaz. As I can see, you're smart dressed today. Maybe I think it's
Yeah.
my first time to see you dressed as well. But anyway, you should just continue it, and I love it.
Yeah.
And good morning, viewers outside. Good evening, viewers outside there. And I hope it's so brilliant because today is a Friday, and what is inspiring today was just the round of the Super 8 that came to an end, and it was Clover Rainbow who versus what? Who versus City at Paridi Stadium. Remember, the first edition took place at the Ondupraka Stadium, and the second edition was supposed also to take place at Ondupraka Stadium, but due to some program that took place today and it has been shifted that side. That's what I can just say.
Okay, thank you very much. Concerning about my dress, and sometimes you just need to dress actually to surprise your problems. My brother Faizo, you're most welcome to the studio of Sunrise TV.
Thank you, Eddie Mahaz. Thank you for hosting me in this very beautiful studio. My name is Faizo bin Mansour. Thank you.
Yeah, actually we have a lot of stories ranging from Uganda, then going across the world. Starting locally from our West Nile parameter. Actually today, currently as I talk, we have a Super 8 game. The Super 8 game going on between Kuluva Rainbow and Lia FC right there in Parindu Stadium right there. We shall be connecting a short while to really get what really took place in the game today. Actually, as I talk right now, we also see the West Nile Select team against the Onduparaka FC right there. We shall also be connecting to Green Stadium, checking on, not to talk much about local games. Today Uganda will play Mozambique. That's on May 20th, 2025. Uganda did lose to Mozambique, down in Mozambique. A lot of stories are moving in Europe as a number of clubs based from Turkey to Saudi Arabia are wanting the services of Harry Maguire, the Manchester United defender, right there. A lot of stories are also coming this weekend this evening, as we saw earlier today. Daniel Levy did step down as the CEO or as the club chairman for Tottenham Hotspur. We shall all be rounding this up right there. But to start with the West Nile games, actually we're left with two games. 2 days, like today and tomorrow, for us to play the game again. Mandela Nelson from Lugazi, Amaku Fred from URA, Yakini from Blacks Power, Gibson from Barara, Okumu from Calvary, Gardino from the Black Angels. They were right there in the training yesterday, and many others in the squad. How do you see this fixture coming against Bogisu tomorrow? On Sunday.
As I can say today, it sounds like a good news. Remember, in the first day when they proposed this program, most of the players were outside. Our people are thinking most of their players are outside. How are they going to run this league? But today, I can just say the viewers there, I think at least West Nile has got some good news. Some of the players have come back home, like as you have mentioned them yesterday. I spotted some there also for their training, and today they also having some friendly league against Onduparaka side, and they're also going to select some Onduparaka players also to join them. And I can just say, West Nile is good to go because now they were seeing some green light. You see, where they're going to participate, because our main problem were lack of players. Most of the West Nile players are outside. Some are playing national games. Some are still in their respective clubs. Like as I say, Toha was supposed to play this game, but eventually, uncertainly they called him to represent South Sudan.
Yeah, he played against.
And right now, I think they are playing against DRC.
You even have Leonzina Fian.
Leonzina Fian was supposed to be here, and then also our striker, what is his name? this West Nile who has just got a contract outside.
Oh, you're talking of Zagason.
Zagason was supposed to also be here, but due to also the program that took him outside the country. But I believe in the next round they are all going to be here.
Okay, that is from Ray. And now moving to the other stories down here, considering West Nile, FIFA TV Cup did take shape this week. We know a lot of clubs did, a lot of games did transpire. We did see clubs moving in and out of the league. Our very own Luanga St. Charles Luanga College Koboko were edged out of the league, even when they picked a 3-1 win yesterday evening. Luanga is out of the league finally. Our flag bearers as West Nilers in the league, they're already out. What's your say about this?
Okay, my say about this is very bad news for us as West Nilers, because for us to promote our football, it is coming from us. So when our own flag bearers are out, that shows impact whereby we are still lacking, we are behind. So we need to be forward, and how can that be carried? It is to participating in this kind of competitions and us going to the round stages like round 8, round 4, which will show the competition level in West Nile. But since we are stopping round of 16, that shows that we are still lacking behind, which shows we need to have some serious in West Nile.
Subsequently, Luanga, in last year's encounter, Luanga were ejected out of the league in the round of 16. The same thing has happened this year, that they are out of the league in the round of 16. You know, these FIFA TV games, they're very important in the Ugandan football. Why? First of all, these leagues are very easy in a way that Uganda uses this FIFA TV as a bait to actually get players for the under 17 right there in the full squad of Uganda. You know, FIFA does well in these games. FIFA gives partly the transport, you know, the transport facilitation is given by the FIFA. Actually, the jerseys, the dressing, FIFA dresses players out in this game. It's what you do as a school is actually to just go hand in players for participation. FIFA actually, schools participating in FIFA, they have actually nothing to lose because transport is being facilitated by FIFA. Everything is being done by FIFA. You know, it's only you submitting players into play. You know, Uganda uses this as a bait to actually scout in players for the under 17. But anyways, to leave that there, KCC are not resting. They are getting in players daily. Each and every time KCC are getting players. You know, they did get Ivan Ahimbi-Singwe, they did get the likes of Enoch Walusimbi. They got a lot of many players. But today, they have released Mugisa previously, the likes of Habata. This is the 5th signing for KCC. How do you rate the competition this season? Like, KCC are going against Vipers, the likes of Next, and all those other big other clubs in Premier League. How do you rate this competition coming ahead?
To my own thinking, I will just say that KCC this season they are so determined and they are aiming at what they really wanted to achieve. Because if they were not having that aim, they wouldn't have signed such wonderful players like this. And as you have mentioned, I think today one has to be also in Uganda's score seat as a defender. And the reason why they are all going for these top players is, you know, football in Uganda has now turned to a business, and people have long ago people used to just undermine football. They used to just take it as a leisure. But of late, Uganda has started taking football as a serious note. That's why you see in every club they are not resting. They are looking for those top players so that to be in their team. Them signing this, they're signing this kind of players. I think they're aiming to fight, and they're aiming to achieve something in this season, and that's why they are doing that.
Okay, leaving that aside, going to the FIFA kind of story, we did all notice earlier this week, or like 3 days ago, FIFA did pass a bill about the new format of football that will be introduced into Uganda, whereby a club in the Uganda Premier League will play its opponent thrice. I don't know in what perspective that will be, like playing home. Like in a case, you're going to see KCC playing Vipers. Yeah. KCC will play Vipers thrice. Whereby KCC will first go play Vipers home, will play Vipers away. I don't know what that. I don't know. I don't really have words to put the other competition. But FIFA has put a bill in a way that clubs will be facing their opponents thrice. How do you rate this? You know, they have promised like 3.4 billion to these clubs that actually Premier League was valued 60 million Ugandan shillings. When you win the league, you actually get 60 million Ugandan shillings. Now, the last person who actually, okay, the last relegated, the 16th club in the Uganda Premier League used to get around, that is, around 500 Ugandan shillings only. Meanwhile, the expenses are both like 36 million managing a club a season, which is not something very easy. But they have promised if clubs agree to this format, playing thrice in a league, they will get the 3.4 billion promised. But if they refuse this proposal, this league will be introduced to the big league, whereby the big league clubs, when they play the opponent thrice a season, actually they will get this 3.4 billion. That's only if the other leagues in the FIFA Big League oppose this move. But I don't really know how long the season will be, but this is what they have put on board. Actually, they are reinforcing it seriously. Several meetings have been made, but since a proper outcome has not come, many clubs in Uganda already opposing this move, actually, which is headed by Lawrence Mulinto, the CEO and the proprietor of Vipers FC. How do you see this move for Ugandan clubs?
As reported earlier by the president of Uganda Premier League, Bernard, he was talking of improving the infrastructural development of the football of Uganda. As seen, as such, that this format can bring a lot of income for the Uganda Premier League.
Yeah, that's
earlier you can see that the clubs earn 60 million, which is the champions of the Uganda Premier League. That means it will be increased from that to 500 million Ugandan shillings.
Yeah.
That is a big achievement.
Yes.
Now, when you talk of this, when you are doing something or when you are doing a project, you have to see the advantage side and the disadvantage side. When you look at this project, you take a look at the clubs in Uganda. If you take a look at the 16 clubs in Uganda that are currently participating in the Uganda Premier League, we take the likes of Vipers, the likes of KCA, the likes of URA. These clubs, some of these clubs have good proprietorships like Vipers, which they have money.
Yeah.
So these clubs, if they are to sponsor this, okay, for instance, let's say they accept, they are to sponsor this, other clubs that are coming up, but they're in the Uganda Premier League. This format will bring one fatigue. Let me say, for example, if clubs are to play home and away, then they play another game. One, transport. You know, clubs have to facilitate many things. Transport, the salary, wages for players, staff workers, how to make the training allowances.
Training allowances, yeah.
But now, this format, as said by the president, that it will increase the revenue for each club, and it will also help the Ugandan Premier League champions that win the Premier League play a competitive match. Competitive matches in what? The higher level, that is the CAF. That means they will be more competitive, aggressive. That means they can be able to compete with the big clubs like Al Ahly, the ones, the Mamelodi Sundowns that are playing in South Africa.
Yes.
But according to me, this strategy is not a bad idea, but it's not a bad idea, but at the same time it's a bad idea. A good idea, but it's bad. Okay. Why am I saying it is bad? Let's take, for instance, the 3.4 billion that will be shared among the 16 clubs.
Yes.
Let's say they have divided the money. They can use it for the home and away fixtures.
Yes.
Now, when they will start facilitating, they will start using their own revenue. Still, some clubs will finish 15, 14, which will affect what? Their income level. And the players will also be fatigued, and the aggression of the match, like Uganda Premier League, will be less aggressive, and we shall not have to enjoy it. Because now players will just play because we have a match, not because we want to make it, not because we want to make it competitive. I can remember when Rahil was being now, like the time when Rahil was now declining. You see players will just enter 7 in the pitch. That shows you that understanding somewhere it's lacking. So that means if the Premier League clubs are rejecting, let them first take their consideration into progress, because they know they have the right to reject, because they know the programs about how the revolves around.
That's Pfizer for you. So actually he's against the proposal.
And, yeah, you see, this new would be that the FIFA president have proposed on 2 clubs. Yeah, this who has just come in what? In the league. Take by the Black Angels who has just come in the league. They don't have proper sponsors. You understand? They only based on what community club. Now, if they give this money, this 4-point-something billion is going to give to every club who is going to participate there, right? then trust me. Now, let me give you an example. Far away from the what? From the west.
Yeah.
Now, you first just consider the transport from here to like how Onduparaka used to travel to play maybe say the Vipers, and they say Onduparaka used to spend around like 5 million this year the transport for going and coming back, minus feeding, minus.
Actually, the latest report I got from the two postcodes, like they spent 9 million.
Now you see, this money is that they are going to. I can even say it's not much. It's not enough. It will not even support all the leagues. Yeah. Trust me, you're going to play home and away. Then the other one remaining league. Now what if now the first league by the respond, then the second league they also respond. That's under away and what? Home and away. Yeah. Then there has to be one neutral ground where the let me say if by the place KCCA, by the goes to KCCA, KCCA comes to what? Paida. Then that one neutral ground, they might either shift you to somewhere. You wait, let me come. I'm going to. Which means they are also going to ask for a lot of money in terms of transport. You understand? You can't play 3 games within just a same perimeter of field. That one game has to be taken home. You understand? To me, I'm going to say that it's going to be quite challenging for these Uganda League clubs in terms of facilitation. That money will not even still be enough for them. You understand? It only suit those other upper team like the team like Vipers, KCCA. For them, they have enough money. They can do it. You see? That's what I can just say.
Okay, now that was our pundit's verdict about the new format of the Uganda Premier League. But moving to some of the results in the FIFA TV Cup yesterday, we did see Duhango Secondary School edging Mpango SS by 1-0. Jinja College did lose to Nabumali, the defending champions of FIFA TV Cup, by 5-1. Mengo Senior School did lose by 2-0 to St. Baliku Dembe. Mitala Maria School, Dr. Bote College Boroboro did lose by Jinza SS. Mbale Secondary School lost by 1-3 to St. Charles Longa College Koboko, which already ejected out of the league, our very own. St. Charles Longa Triana High School winning by 4-0 over Caro SS. Now, to the teams that have made it to the round of 16, we did see St. John's College Laibi topping Group A with 6 points, and St. Charles Luanga Kasasa comes second with 5 points. We did see in Group B Nabumali points, whereby Damahanga Secondary School comes second with 4 points. Ngora High School in Group C tops with 7 points. Dr. Obote College Boroboro second with 6 points. Jinja SS 7 points, tops Group D, and then Chibuli SS comes second with 6 points. Now, leaving that alone, going to the game between Uganda in the CAF today. Uganda is hosting Mozambique here down in Nambole at 7 p.m. Actually, only a few minutes to the game. Actually, there are a number of players that have been summoned, like we are seeing as the goalkeepers: Onyango Dennis, Magola Salim Omar. We are seeing Alonzina Fian as the goalkeeper, Mutakuba Joel as in the goalkeepers department. Actually, we are seeing defenders: Vianono Elvis, Beknon Habat. We are seeing Capradosi Elio, Torach Rogers, Sabik Toby, Mukukunde Hillary. We are seeing Obita Jordan. We are seeing Kayondo, Abdul Aziz Kayondo. We are seeing Achaya Habat and Gavin Kizito. In the midfielder section, we are seeing Sekiganda Ronald, Semakula Kenneth, Senru George Joel, Katambala Abdul Karim. We are seeing Travis Mutiaba, who plays down in Tunisia. Now, for the forwards, we are seeing Dennis Omedi, who plays in Rwanda, Okelo Alan, who plays for Vipers here in Uganda, Pande Rogers, who plays in Vietnam, Mato Rogers, who plays in North Macedonia. We are seeing Pande Regan, who plays in Uganda, Semugabi Jude, the man from Itiana. He plays for Chitara, but recently he has been signed. Actually, we are seeing Dembe Paul, Kakande Patrick. These are the summoned players for the Uganda team. What are you seeing coming ahead? And remember, Mozambique has been a club that has been giving a lot of headache to countries in Africa. We see the likes of Burkina Faso, edging Burkina Faso by 4-1 coming into this game. Actually, in the 5th, on the 20th of May, if I can remember well, Uganda did play against Mozambique in the first leg of this World Cup qualifiers. Actually, they did lose by 3-1. What's your take in this game today?
Comparing the game today between Uganda and Mozambique, I'm going to just say that yeah, Uganda is going to do a lot. Why am I saying this? If you go trying to compare Uganda's game and the Mozambique game, the Mozambique games are they have top quality players who play outside the country.
We have seen players from Fiorentina. But a certain striker of theirs who comes from actually Sporting Lisbon.
But for Ugandans, most of their players are just within. And this game, yeah, Uganda has to do his best, cause if you try to see the table standing, Mozambique he was the table standing. He had 12 points. Then Uganda had 8 points. But for Mozambique, they are not going to take this game. Yeah, they're going to take it serious, but knowing that they have two options. Maybe they either draw or maybe they either win. But for Uganda, they have to come out all-heartedly. They need a serious win in this game. If they happen not to win this game, trust me, it's going to affect them somewhere. And to me, I'm just going to say that yeah, Uganda has to do a lot in today's game. Another saga. Now someone who retired 4 years back, now you're bringing him in today's game, which means you're trying to undermine the other goalkeepers like the Nafias and the other goalkeepers. Trust me, bringing this Onyango into this system, trust me, I'm going to say that it's a big mistake. Maybe if they could call him, maybe to just be in the coaching department for the goalkeepers, there I will say something else. But now bringing him as a number one goalkeeper, trust me, this is a guy who retired in 2019, isn't it? 2019 after the AFCON. Now you're bringing him into today's game, which is going to be more tense. You understand?
Dominant match actually.
I don't know what to say, but I just wish them luck in today's game. Trust me, seriously.
What's your own verdict about this game today?
So as a Ugandan, I'll just say today we are going to win.
Okay.
But now
you're straight to the point.
I'm straight to the point. Because you cannot tell me that you support the team and you expect the team to low lie. No. Yeah. Mozambique has experienced players, as my colleague said. They play real football. The football that we see from these Europeans, but they play it. Now, Uganda, the new coach, I think the new coach, has changed how Uganda has been playing football. I've been following the fans of Uganda about the return of Dennis Onyango. Some were saying they have brought him to give experience for the upcoming goalkeepers, the Nafians, and some were saying that his return is not good because even though he was in his prime, still he won nothing for the country. That means even if he comes, which experience will he be adding for these young ones that are coming?
One more correction. He was the best goalkeeper in the AFCON.
Yeah, he was the best. Yeah. Not okay. It can be a team advantage based on your defenders, but I can say that solely that's an individual advantage.
Yes.
But it cannot be a whole team advantage. What the fans say that they have upcoming and rising stars. That means they need to pave way for them to so they they have to show what they experience. That means the return of Onyango is either a threat or it's an advantage. Now we are here to witness that.
Okay.
Yeah. So
in your own view, as one of the sports pundits, speak as a sports pundit, as per now, not as a Ugandan fan, not as a Ugandan.
I would say that that game will be determined when we see how our players are going to play in that pitch. Because you cannot know anything. I cannot say because based on the form of Mozambique, Uganda is going to lose. No.
Okay.
But we might not know how the players are being given the hope how they're going to play in the pitch, and they also have advantage. They are at home.
But we also have one problem.
Yes.
These players are always being promised. You will never know. They are also they are promised.
They have been promised.
They enter and they play sluggish football.
Okay.
You understand?
Yeah. Leaving that alone. A lot of games did transpire yesterday in the CAF the CAF World Cup qualifiers, where we did see Guinea-Bissau. Guinea-Bissau game being postponed. We are seeing Angola. Why laughing, my brother? Actually, one thing with the likes of today I did experience the likes of mentioned. The likes of Wisa in the game, the likes
Wan
of
Bissaka,
in the game.
Today was
Actually,
there.
what we saw there,
Yeah.
that was a good experience. You know, playing against.
I
our
think it's the first time for him to play for this country.
Yeah,
Yeah,
actually, he
Wan-Bissaka,
just
yeah.
came in the month of May. Yeah, in the month of May. That was when he signed for. He actually confirmed that he was Congolese after a couple of years.
Remember,
Claiming to be
he
an
wanted
English.
to play for England. Then later he also wanted to. Someone convinced him to change it to play for Netherlands. But all the plan failed.
Leaving that aside, we see the likes of Libya. Libya were 1-0 winners of Angola. We did see Cape Verde beating Mauritania. Then Eswatini losing by 3-0 to Cameroon. We did see the likes of Manu goalkeeper. Manu striker, actually Brian Mbeumo giving an assist. And as well, we did see actually today, as the game is still ongoing, we see the likes of Kenya. Kenya were 3-1 losers over 3-1 losers under Gambia. The game is in 90+2. 90+2 as I talk. Algeria did beat Botswana by 3-1. Somalia did beat Guinea. Guinea did beat Somalia by 3-0. We have seen Equatorial Guinea beating Sao Tome and Principe by 3-2. Tunisia did beat Liberia by 3-0. Malawi did beat Namibia by 2-1. Madagascar 2-0 winners over Central. And in the Sekafa, we did see Buna 6-0 over winners over Garde Cortes FC. Kenya Police were 2-1 losers over Singadi Black Stars. Now a lot of games did transpire in the American football, as we saw the likes of, actually we saw a lot of football in the European world, as we saw Belgium beating a country that is Liechtenstein by 6-0. Kevin De Bruyne did have a brace. A couple of players, we did see the likes of Yuri Tillmans having a brace, and actually Mamadi Fofana getting a goal there. What's your verdict about Belgium? You know, Belgium has been a country that has been trailing all the years. This time around, getting a country that is Liechtenstein by 6-0. What's your verdict about Belgium?
My verdict is congratulations to them. But now I would say that Liechtenstein is a country that is average, because Belgium is a country. If you see in the 2018 World Cups, they were doing well, but reaching 2020 World Cup, their form started declining and they started playing poor game. Now I don't know whether it was lack of coordination or what among the players, but you can see the likes of Spain, the likes of there are many countries that have good compacting players. Now we cannot judge from what is coming in front of us, but now they did play a good game. We shall now yet to see in the upcoming qualifiers, because that was still the first game they played, I think.
Yeah, two games to play.
Yeah, the World Cup qualifiers. So congratulations to them. That is what I can say.
Interestingly, actually, 4 of the games in America did end by 3-0. Every game in America yesterday actually ended by 3-0. Argentina did beat Venezuela by 3-0. Colombia did beat Bolivia by 3-0. Actually, we did see Uruguay beating Peru by 3-0. Brazil beating Peru by 3-0. But lastly, we did see Paraguay having a 0-0 draw with Ecuador. Messi yesterday in the game against Venezuela actually said something that was a bit shocking to us, the Messi fans. Actually, Messi did say something like he's yet to assess his future, whether he will play the World Cup. But good enough, he has led Argentina into the qualification of the World Cup. Argentina have been qualified. Been confirmed that they are qualified for the World Cup.
Actually, the six countries that are supposed to go for the World Cup in South America, they have already qualified. You can see the likes of Ecuador, the likes of Argentina, the likes of Brazil, Colombia. Then you can see Uruguay. These countries, Paraguay, they have qualified. These 6 countries. That means the remaining aspect is now just to conclude the remaining 2 matches left for the qualification.
Yeah, actually, yesterday as Brazil won. Brazil beat Chile by 3-0. William Estevão, the Chelsea youngster, did score a goal. As they were celebrating, they went in a celebration with João Pedro, whereby they were imitating something that Palma did. How do you see this potential? Actually, when Yamal was asked about who could be a star alongside him, he mentioned something about this guy, William Estevão. It was like he proves himself right from Palmeiras, but he's yet to see him in the Premier League. What just try and assess the potential of this guy, Willian. But he seems to be proving himself. You know, in the Premier League currently, he has been rated like he has his most given assists. I think they've been rated 1.8. That is among the players that have been given assists and not contributing to goals. You know, giving that final third pass. How do you assess this guy's potential? Scoring his first goal for Brazil.
When seeing him,
how do you see that competition between him and Enrique?
When seeing, okay, I see that competition to be a fairly fair competition. But what I can say is this guy will have more chance because this guy will go to get more time to play than Enrique. If you take Enrique playing at Real Madrid, he's not having that much time. Because now the likes of the Vinicius, the likes of the Rodrigo, the likes of Kylian Mbappe, you cannot have time against these such players. And if you see William Estevao, according to how I see this guy played against Fulham, you can just say this is a promising player.
Yeah, he's very versatile.
He's versatile and a very promising player. Yeah. But what I can say is that he did say that he'll score 2 goals in this debut for Chelsea in Premier League, but we did not see that. That is now we are yet to see how he will be coping with the Premier League, as it is always known a very hard league. But some players come in and they do their best, the likes of Alan. Okay. But now we are yet to assess.
Okay. Yeah, leaving that aside now, going to some of the quick speculations. Actually, former captain Harry Maguire actually is attracting interest from Saudi and also Turkey. As we all know, transfer in Turkey and Saudi Arabia is not actually done yet. They have their closing dates in the next weeks, so we don't really understand. But Manu actually is saying openly here that actually they could actually give Maguire. They have put in quite many players on sale. They are saying Andrew Nana can leave. ITL Bandesir can leave. ITL Baindir can leave. Quite 3 players going to leave Manchester United probably in the January transfer. What's your take about this?
Let me first start with the Maguire. As you can see, Maguire was one of the outstanding defender when he was still at Leicester. Yeah. Then crossing to Manchester United, he started, but somewhere he lost it, but he came back, and as I can say, for Maguire, I think Maguire has looked an evening. He has reached that evening session, and for him leaving Manchester United, I don't see him bad. And of course, the guy is now crossing. He has come to the let me say that retirement range, and if he crosses over, let me say to Turkey or in Saudi Arabia side, yes, I can say he's just going to make money.
Crossing to Saudi Arabia without having any silverware?
No. It's not. It's
no, people go there because
they
want to go and rest.
Nowadays, people go for money. Yes. People go for money.
But don't forget that this guy is the FA Cup winner. That is already a very good silverware. Carabao Cup winner.
Any major trophy.
But FA is the most expensive trophy in England.
Yeah, and one of the most recognized.
Let me tell you.
Now,
when I say major, I know you understand. When I say major.
Now, I was saying, him crossing to another league side, I don't see his bad because he has played, he has give his best to his fans, to the family, and also I also appreciate his game when he was still in Manchester, also in Manchester United. He tried also to show, you see, and I don't see him bad. If the chance comes for him to cross over, trust me, I'll just say that let him go.
Okay, subsequently leaving that aside, Liverpool. They have had a speculation this morning saying that they are not going to remove their thoughts about Mark Guehi. They are still coming for him in the January transfer because Mark Guehi didn't come to their club actually after their club chairman Patrick Sayer did say that actually they didn't get Julio Igo into their club, so they didn't have a proper replacement to the club. So Liverpool have taken advantage, saying that in January they'll actually get busy into the transfer market so that to get Mark Guehi into their club. And again, they are looking on to Michael Olise, 23, from Bayern, actually to be Salah's replacement. First, I want you to speak about this. Will Olise come replace your guy, Mohamed Salah, the Egyptian king? Actually, I may say for now, the African king. Will he come and actually fit in that shoes? Or what's your verdict about this guy coming to your club?
Olise coming as a replacement for Mohamed Salah?
Yes.
If to say it's 100% me, no. But now, like you know me, I like talking about future.
Yes.
You cannot judge a player, or you cannot judge somebody right underneath. You can see when Mohamed Salah first came to Liverpool, the Jamie Carragher's this analysis, Gary Neville, they were saying that when Mohamed Salah was in Chelsea, he did nothing.
Yeah.
When he went to Roma, he was somehow doing good because you can Serie A is not that much harder. So when Salah came, we never knew Salah was going to be Liverpool's main man in the coming years, but he proved himself. He proved he will do it. That means he did it, and now for Michael Olise, I cannot say right now he will replace Salah in that capacity all. But what I can say is he has the potential. He has the potential to replace Mohamed Salah. And let's also not forget that Mark Guehi, as we're talking right now, Bayern Munich
Yes.
want Mark Guehi.
Yes.
They have said it and they have put it at the back of the page, as Sky Sports News today has reported. Mark Guehi is being monitored by Bayern Munich.
Yes.
That means it can be, you can see how it is now going to be fair of how Newcastle and Liverpool were trying to fight
Yes.
in this transfer summer regarding Nikitike, regarding the Isaac deal, Florian Wirtz. Now, the Mark Guehi deal was also, Newcastle had to fight Liverpool for that.
Yes.
Now, let's say that this guy comes to Premier League because Olise has the experience. He did play for Crystal Palace. He did show himself worthy of being that player that can do something. That means when it comes to Liverpool. But you know, these clubs in England, the likes of Liverpool, Manchester City, Manchester United, Chelsea, they have their own pressure. A player coming from somewhere and joining them, he can adaptation of the player in that club can be hard. Now, as of now, we cannot say it. We can just say if it is so, and we hope for it.
Okay, leaving the way he did right there, moving to some of the quick speculations. We did see clubs like Liverpool, Tottenham Hotspurs, and Newcastle also consider a move for Netherlands defender Van Heck from Brighton, coming the January transfer. Subsequently, we are seeing Juventus look to extend Dusan Vlahovic's deal, actually giving him a more 2 years contract, but the players yet undecided on what to do. How do you think this deal will help Dusan Vlahovic for Juventus?
Me, what I can say is the player thinking, otherwise that he's still thinking about this. It's when you see a player starts playing but a club starts tormenting, we need goals. Yes. You are our striker, we need goals. That means you are the one who is rightful for this place. Because I can remember very well that Juventus wanted to extend Dusan Vlahovic for Joshua Zirkzee, the Manchester United attacking forward. They wanted that guy to leave and Zirkzee to come. That means that was Thiago Motta's plan.
Yeah.
And Juventus was rightfully, they accepted it. And of recent, they never wanted the guy to extend his contract. They wanted him to leave. That means when the pre-seasons and the game started, the guy had a good form and he started showing them that he is a worthy player to be respected. Yes. And now they have come to the thought that, hey, this guy is doing well, and I think this guy was just having some mishap in his form, but now he's rising. That means we need to we need to tackle him here. But now, since the guy has been seeing how the club has been acting, they want to chase me away. Now they want me. Why? Because my form has changed. Yeah, as a player, you can have a bad form and a good form. It depends.
Okay.
Then that guy having to think about how his future is. He's right because he knows very well that the ones wanted him to leave the club. Okay. Then now they want to give him contract, and if he signs the contract now, how will it affect his future, the club, his family? That means he's also thinking about how he can help himself personally.
Okay, then finally, actually, Paul Labile Pogba, the ex-Man United midfielder, has returned to football in a way that actually he will be playing his first debut game against Manchester City in the UEFA Champions League. How do you rate this Pogba? You know, Pogba actually, it has been 2 years. He last played his game. He last played competitive football in 2023. Actually, that was following his ban, which he attained after he added into his testosterone levels, which is already a drug, which is not allowed by the footballing world. Actually, seeing this guy coming to play against Man City, how is it a threat? How is it an addition? Okay, how is that addition a positive one for Monaco?
The 32-year-old guy, he football fraternity back. That's a good news. But if you try to analyze the previous game of this guy when he was in Juventus, and then coming to Man U, and then after banning him like for 2 years, then also coming back to football, trust me, there are going to be some differences. Why am I saying this? Because during the 2 years he has been just training, he has not taken football seriously.
He took some step to doing basketball, doing music, dancing, you know?
Yeah, he has not, in that range of 2 years, he has not been taking football seriously, but maybe he was just training just to keep his body fit, knowing that in future he will come back to football. You understand? Now him coming back to this football, trust me, the form that he had the previous years is not going to be the same.
Okay.
Why am I saying he's going to this game? Let me give you an example. This game against Manchester City, it's going to be a tough game. He's going to play, but people are going to expect him to prove himself to 100%, but he will not reach there. Maybe he can try. He will be just giving to 75, 65 around there, but he will be playing. But maybe the fans and the management team should pass by for him time. They should pass monitor him until when he comes back to his form. That's when he'll pick up. But that aids. I don't think what he's going to prove himself like how he used to do it.
Okay, actually, Paul Abile Pogba, the ex-Man United midfielder, returns to football. Actually, after FIFA bringing down actually his ban from 36 months to 18 months, so he'll be playing his first game against Manchester City. He could feature in the game, but leaving that aside, going to some of the one of the trending information currently brought to us by Guinness and the Asphalt man of the month players. Actually, we did see a lot of players of the month nominees. Actually, we see Soboslai there, Hugo Ekitike, Yao Pedro, the likes of Mark Guehi, Ricardo Calafiori, whereby Soboslai coming into this nomination with 1 goal and no assist. Hugo Ekitike coming in this competition actually with 2 goals and 1 assist. Yao Pedro of Chelsea comes with 2 goals and 2 assists. Meanwhile, Mark Guehi, the wanted one by Liverpool, comes in this nomination with 1 goal and no assist. Ricardo Calafiori comes with 1 goal and 2 assists. 2 players from Liverpool. Credit to Liverpool, actually. Whom are you seeing? You've seen Soboslai, Hugo Ekitike, Yao Pedro, Mark Guehi, Ricardo. Speak like a pandit. Whom are you seeing?
I'm going for Dominic Soboslai.
Okay.
Why am I saying that? We first saw
Seriously?
Yeah.
Actually, with just a goal and 0 assist.
A goal and 0 assist. A player cannot be compared based on goal and assist.
Yes.
There are many aspects you compare a player.
Okay.
You can see when Liverpool played the first game, he was at the midfield.
Yes.
He finished, but if you start following that game against Bournemouth, he did well.
Okay.
He was, I think, the second player who had the most runs in the pitch before Florian Watts. That means he showed that he had some capabilities. If you take the second game, for example, he was brought right back against Newcastle.
Yes.
And the boss said, "Now I'm leaving this to you, handle it." But he did very well.
Yes.
He really showed that he had the ability. And Liverpool's winning game, a goal against Newcastle.
Yeah.
If it went for him, that wasn't a goal. Because he knew if he was
Just pretending.
if he alternate this ball, he might
not
have a chance of scoring.
Sure.
You brought the game against Arsenal. Our commentators were talking about a moment of magic.
36
A
yards away.
moment, 32.2.
A
A moment of magic. That means when the game reached at 70, they were saying this game needs a piece or a moment of magic. That means he had to bring that moment.
So, in short words, you're saying let it go to Soboslai.
Yeah, I'm saying that. That's my
Any
view.
comments about this? Just be brief.
My colleagues are just finalized everything. He spoke out my brain.
Okay.
But now, this year I can just give credit to the new sponsor who have brought this kind of nominees.
Yeah.
You see, it's trying it's trying to show the whole world how their clubs are doing, the players that they are signing are doing in their current form. You understand?
Yeah.
Me, I can just say but I can also say, let me also talk about the Arsenal guy, the defender guy,
Calafiori.
and if you also try to see this guy, the way how he's also trying to play, he has now started adopting this style like from starting from the left back, he
Center,
he
you know.
goes in the center to place like number
Giving
6,
all the
giving a support to the likes of Zubumendi, and then to push them forward, the likes of Rice to attack the. You see, I can also say that this guy is also kind of also hitting the mark, and if you try to also see the goals that he scored against the
Manchester United.
Manchester United, it was a tricky goal. No one, he had to sacrifice himself to go with the body all in all, and that's why he killed Arsenal.
Yeah, I was the same. Manu was responsible for
Okay, okay.
So I can just say thanks to them, the sponsor who have brought this novel.
Okay, actually, Hugo Ekitike, if Hugo Ekitike wins this will be a record in France history. Actually, you know, no Frenchman has won it since 2015. Actually, you see Hugo Ekitike making history right there. To me, I'm just saying this to Joao Pedro. Why is because this guy has been a workaholic.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
That's one fact. But we have been sitting down on this, you know. I want you to understand Joao Pedro from one bit of it. You know Joao Pedro?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah? If you've watched Chelsea games, I give credit to Szoboszlai. He has been doing well.
Yeah.
From the right back, doing magic. I understand.
Yeah.
But I'm just giving it to Joao Pedro. But anyways, that is it. Actually, our time is virtually up. Your parting shots to the viewers outside there. And yeah.
Yeah, what I can say is about these games is that if you take our the qualifications for the World Cup,
Yeah.
we take the South American side, the 6 teams have qualified, waiting for the nine countries that are to qualify from our side, that is Africa, and they were talking of a possibility of 10.
Yeah.
That means they had there are 54 countries,
56.
but now 54.
Yeah.
Then currently 53 because Eswatini has dropped.
Yeah.
And we shall pray that Uganda somehow makes us
Right.
proud.
Okay.
And then I would like to tell you that football is something that unites people.
Yeah, football
And,
unites the world,
yeah,
sure.
it unites people.
Okay.
And when we talk of unity, we talk of peace and love.
Yeah.
And I would like us to take it as a serious issue, and we
at
can
least
follow it. Thank you.
I will send your regards to 2 viewers out there who are viewing you right now.
I will just say to anybody because everybody is my friend.
Okay, Ray, your parting shots, your time is virtually up.
I can just say it's first of all to first congratulate our TD and also the Sarah-lites for giving us this opportunity. It's always amazing. Also to my Ugandan fans out there today, who tries to manage your life, because entering there normally is like entering heaven. You can wish to do anything, but life is the key thing.
Yeah,
And
there's
then
life
also,
after football.
yeah. Then also to our African countries, the country that I'm watching is Madagascar.
Okay.
Yeah, Madagascar.
Okay.
Because we saw how they played their finals. So I can just say, my country to watch this season in the African World Cup is Madagascar.
Okay.
And thanks to my viewers, thanks to my family, my supporters, everything. One love. Thanks to Sarah-lites TV for hosting us.
Okay, for those viewing us out there, like the likes of King Chillax, the likes of Cheesy Blinks, the likes of Eddie, my neighbor, the likes of CK, the CK Perfection area, I want to greet you. I send you my warm greetings this evening. I thank you for always following this show, being with us here right there, giving you exclusive analysis about sports. This has been the Sports Hour with me, the host, Eddie Mahaz, Faisal bin Mansour, my brother, and Ray coming into the studios. Thank you very much.
That's amazing.